I'm amazed I managed to keep a straight face, to be honest, because normally farting has me on the floor laughing. Hello, and welcome to the Up exclamation mark, the smallest and cheapest car in the Volkswagen lineup. The more eagle-eyed of you may have noticed the red stripes down the side, the rather flamboyant, quite un-German interior, and the all-important B emblem next to the window. That's there because this particular version of the Up exclamation mark is called a Beats. Basically, what this means is you get a Beats sound system, and that means this is no longer a car aimed at sensible people who need a city runabout. This is now a car to win over the youth. But can this really be the case? Well, to find out, I've arranged a series of thorough tests to see if the nation's 18 and 19-year-olds should be ditching their Corsas and heading straight to their local VW showroom. In a word, no, not really. The 1-litre 3-cylinder engine in this particular car produces around 60 brake horsepower. Those horses thrust the Up exclamation mark onto a top speed of barely 100 miles an hour. The 0 to 60 isn't great either, taking... Actually, let's find out. To keep me occupied on this lengthy and arduous task, I will be reading a fact from the medium-sized book of boring car trivia by Richard Porter, available on Amazon now for just £4.50. So I'll get into position and then we'll be off. Right. Let me just get to the desired fact and begin. The electric windows on modern Lexuses slow down as they near the top of their travel, so that they slide smoothly and quietly into their seals, inspired by the Japanese etiquette for closing the sliding door on a room as unobtrusively as possible during a tea ceremony. We're not quite there. I am quite desperate for a wee, so... And... there's 60 miles an hour. Right. Next. Absolutely, and in a multitude of ways. You've got USB, Bluetooth, and aux if you're really old school. Volkswagen even give you a built-in phone holder, which is handy. You plug it in, lock it down. I can even demonstrate by putting on some of my tunes now. Well, if we take a look in the back, you can see that there's only 2 seats. And last time I checked, 2 plus 2 was 4. It is worth pointing out though that some similarly sized rivals like the Hyundai i10 do have a middle seat in the back. To find out, I'm going to ask a youth for their opinion on the Up exclamation mark. Would you say this is a cool car?
Yeah, man, this ting is well peng. Yo, shout out to my G's. It's not even that cool a car, I'll be honest.
Oh, well, we're cutting that bit out. This has got to appeal to 18-year-olds.
18!
Cool, hip person.
18!
Cool
Year-olds!
You're a cool hip person. You represent the cool hip community.
Look, Rob,
Max,
if I am representing
Max.
the cool community...
We don't know anyone cool, that's why we make crap videos about cars on the internet. If you do find yourself with precious cargo, then luckily the Up exclamation mark has a ample boot. Now it may not look like the biggest boot in its current configuration, but if I drop this down, suddenly I've doubled the capacity. But back to the question. If I get rid of the boot floor divider and lift up the boot carpet, you can see that because the Beats doesn't come with a spare wheel, there is a secret storage area for some of your things. I'm so glad you asked. Prices start at just under £14,000, or if you buy cars on finance, it's going to be around £200 a month, depending on term limit, annual mileage and deposit, etc. Insurance should be reasonable too, because most versions of the Up exclamation mark fall into the second lowest category in the UK. Add the fact that you should be getting over 50 miles to the gallon and it becomes a very compelling package. See? And you thought this wasn't a serious review. Package. Chances are, yes. If everything I've just said isn't enough to convince her, then perhaps the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 airbags will. The car also comes with electronic stability control and traction control, which cannot, and I stress, cannot be turned off. So there you go, youth of Britain. As long as you don't mind going slowly, this might be the perfect car for you. See you next time. There's a cliff there